how are you all? I'm sure you all are fine and taking good care of yourself. So children, let's begin with our next chapter, which is state government. Points to study: states and union territories with their capital, the state legislature, legislative assembly or Vidhan Sabha, legislative council or Vidhan Parishad, state factionary, governor, chief minister, council of ministers, civil service, advocate general. Functions of state legislature. How are laws made? Introduction. India, i.e. Bharat, is a union of states. According to the Constitution of India, the Republic of India is a federal union of 28 states, 7 union territories and 1 national capital territory. At present, 28 states are the member of this union. The expression Union of India is different from the expression Territory of India. The state of India, which enjoy the status of being the member of the federal system and share in the distribution of power with the union, are included in the Union Territory of India. While Territory of India covers the entire territory over which the sovereignty of India extended. तो बच्चों, इंडिया भारत जो है ये यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट माना जाता है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपको अलग अलग यूनियन टेरिटरी और स्टेट जो है वो देखने को मिल जाएंगे. अब हम स्टेट्स के बारे में जान लेते हैं कि स्टेट्स एंड यूनियन टेरिटरी कौन कौन से हैं. स्टेट एंड यूनियन टेरिटरीज विद देयर कैपिटल्स. स्टेट कैपिटल आंध्र प्रदेश हैदराबाद, अरुणाचल प्रदेश ईटानगर, असम दिसपुर, बिहार पटना, छत्तीसगढ़ रायपुर, गोवा पणजी, गुजरात गांधीनगर, हरियाणा चंडीगढ़, हिमाचल प्रदेश शिमला, झारखंड रांची, कर्नाटका बेंगलुरु, केरला तिरुवनंतपुरम, मध्य प्रदेश भोपाल, महाराष्ट्र मुंबई, मणिपुर इम्फाल, मेघालय शिलोंग, मिजोरम आइजॉल, नागालैंड कोहिमा, ओडिशा भुवनेश्वर, पंजाब चंडीगढ़, राजस्थान जयपुर, सिक्किम गैंगटॉक, तमिलनाडु चेन्नई, तेलंगाना हैदराबाद, त्रिपुरा अगरतला, उत्तर प्रदेश लखनऊ, उत्तराखंड देहरादून, वेस्ट बंगाल कोलकाता. यूनियन टेरिटरी कैपिटल अंडमान एंड निकोबार, पोर्ट ब्लेयर, चंडीगढ़, दादरा एंड नागर हवेली एंड दमन एंड दीव, दमन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, श्रीनगर समर, जम्मू विंटर, लद्दाख लेह समर, कारगिल विंटर. 6 लक्षद्वीप कवराती. 7th Puducherry, New Delhi. In our understanding of democracy so far, we have learned that power sharing are crucial features of democratic system. This enables the accommodation of different voices, social groups and minorities. It also prevents concentration of power in the hands of few individuals or groups. We have learned in our previous class that our country is governed at 3 levels: local level, state level and center level. गवर्नमेंट लोकल लेवल, स्टेट लेवल, सेंटर लेवल. ठीक है बच्चों, यहाँ पे आपको दिए गए हमारे स्टेट्स एंड यूनियन टेरिटरी के नाम उनके कैपिटल्स के साथ. We have already studied about the government at local level in detail in class 6. In this chapter, we shall study about the government at the state level in detail. The government at the state level is called the state government. The issues related to entire state are solved by the state government only. Government all over the world are made up of 3 organs: legislature, executive and judiciary. This law are made by legislature and executive implement these laws and the judiciary interpret the laws. The head of the state governor, while real power is vested in chief minister and council of minister. The state legislature consists of legislative assembly or the Vidhan Sabha and the legislative council or Vidhan Parishad. The state judiciary is headed by high court. तो बच्चों, हमने प्रीवियस क्लास में ऑलरेडी पढ़ा था कि जो गवर्नमेंट होती है लोकल लेवल पे वो किस तरह से काम करती है, और जो गवर्नमेंट होती है स्टेट लेवल पे वो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कहलाती है. और जो इश्यूज वगैरह होते हैं एंटायरली वो स्टेट के थ्रू ही सॉल्व किए जाते हैं, और गवर्नमेंट जो होती है वो 3 ऑर्गन्स में काम करती है: लेजिस्लेटिव, एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड जुडिशरी. The state legislature, just as we have a House of the People or the Lok Sabha at the national level, every state has a legislative assembly or Vidhan Sabha. Most of the states in India have a unicameral legislature, i.e. legislature with one house called Legislative Assembly or the Vidhan Sabha. In addition to Legislative Assembly, some states also have another house similar to Rajya Sabha. It is known as Legislative Council or the Vidhan Parishad. Legislatures that have both the houses, i.e. Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council, are called bicameral, i.e. there have bicameral legislators. States having bicameral legislature are Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Odisha, Telangana, Karnataka, महाराष्ट्र एंड उत्तर प्रदेश. तो बच्चों जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट होती है, जो हमारी लेजिस्लेटिव जिसे हम विधानसभा कहते हैं, वो दो तरीके से काम करती है. एक होता है आपका बायकार्निवल और दूसरा होता है आपका कार्निवल लेजिस्लेटर. Legislative Assembly or Vidhan Sabha. Every state has a Legislative Assembly, also called Vidhan Sabha. It is the lower house of the legislature. The members of Vidhan Sabha are known as members of Legislative Assembly, MLAs. The members of Legislative Assembly are directly elected by the people from the state constituencies. These territorial constituencies have been set up in such a way as to ensure proportional representation of the population in the assembly. Proportionately larger assembly is found in the states having large population. Thus, the Legislative Assembly of most populous state, i.e. Uttar Pradesh, has 404 members, whereas the thinly populated state, i.e. Sikkim, has only 32 members. As we have read that the number of members of the Legislative Assembly varies from state to state depending upon the population of the state. Therefore, the Constitution of India has set an upper and lower limit for the number of seats in Legislative Assembly. According to the limits, the Vidhan Sabha shall not exceed 500 members and the minimum term should be less than 60. तो बच्चों हम जान लेते हैं लेजिस्लेटिव के जो असेंबली होती है उसके मेंबर्स के बारे में. हर स्टेट की अपनी एक लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली होती है जिसे विधानसभा कहा जाता है और ये सबसे लोअर हाउस माना जाता है लेजिस्लेटर का. इसमें जो मेंबर्स होते हैं ना बच्चों, वो एमएलएस कहलाते हैं और अलग अलग स्टेट में इनके जो नंबर्स होते हैं वो वेरी करते हैं. जैसे उत्तर प्रदेश बड़ा राज्य है तो वहाँ पे नंबर्स जो होते हैं मेंबर्स के ज़्यादा होते हैं और सिक्किम जो छोटा राज्य है वहाँ पे नंबर्स जो होते हैं वो कम होते हैं. नाउ टर्म्स. The term of Legislative Assembly is of 5 years, but in certain conditions, however, the governor can dissolve the house before the completion of its term. When emergency has been declared in the state by the president, then this dissolving term can also be extended. However, this extension shall not be for more than a year at a time. After the emergency has been called off, the extension cannot continue for more than 6 months. अब टर्म्स के बारे में जान लेते हैं. हालांकि जो असेंबली होती है वो 5 ईयर्स के लिए होती है, लेकिन इसे बीच में भंग भी किया जा सकता है और कुछ टाइम के लिए उस राज्य में प्रेसिडेंट की सरकार होती है. Election procedure. Once the assembly is dissolved, the election commission announced the program for general election to the state assembly. Candidates are represented from political parties. Dependent candidates can also take part in the nomination of candidates. The election campaign begins in every constituency. The procedure of elections of Legislative Assembly is more or less the same as of Lok Sabha, about which we have read the previous chapter. अब इलेक्शन प्रोसीजर क्या होता है? जब एक बार जो असेंबली उसे भंग कर दिया जाता है तो दोबारा से इलेक्शन होते हैं उस राज्य में. Eligibility for members. A candidate contesting the assembly election of a state should be a citizen of India, a voter in any constituency of that state, not less than 25 years of age in case of a seat reserved for the scheduled caste or the scheduled tribe, a member of any of those castes or tribes. अब प्रोसीजर क्या होता है और जो एलिजिबिलिटी होती है वो किस तरह से होती है वो यहाँ पे मेंशन किया गया है. जैसे कि जो मेंबर होना चाहिए वो इंडिया का ही होना चाहिए, इस तरह से उसकी एज वगैरह यहाँ पे हमें बताई गई है. Presiding officers. The presiding officers of the Vidhan Sabha is the speaker. The speaker is assisted by the deputy speaker. The MLAs elect them from among themselves. The speaker presides over the meetings of the house, maintains law and order within the house and takes votes on issues. The deputy speaker presides the house in the absence of the speaker. We have already read about the eligibility to be a member of assembly, but in addition to the elected members, the governor can nominate one member of Anglo-Indian community if she or he feels that the community is not adequately represented in the assembly. तो बच्चों प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर क्या होता है? प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर जो होता है विधानसभा का वो स्पीकर कहलाता है. स्पीकर जो होता है उसको असिस्ट किया जाता है डेप्यूटी स्पीकर के द्वारा, और असेंबली में जो आपका संसद भवन होता है वहाँ पे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को स्पीकर द्वारा ही संभाला जाता है. लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल ऑफ विधान परिषद. द सेकेंड हाउस ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटिव इज called Vidhan Parishad. It is the upper house of legislature. The members of Vidhan Parishad are known as members of the Legislative Council, MLCs. The Legislative Assembly of the state can create or abolish the Legislative Council by voting. The size of the Legislative Council depends on the total strength of its Legislative Assembly. According to the Constitution, it cannot be more than 1/3 of the strength of Legislative Assembly and not less than 40 unless approved by an act of Parliament. The composition, however, is not final. The final composition is decided by the Parliament. The Legislative Council is a partly nominated and partly elected body. Nearly 5/6 of the members of Legislative Council MLCs are elected and remaining 1/6 are nominated. तो अब हम बात कर लेते हैं बच्चों लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल, जिसे हम विधान परिषद भी कहते हैं. ये सेकंड हाउस माना जाता है लेजिस्लेटर का और इसे विधान परिषद कहा जाता है. साथ ही साथ ये लेजिस्लेटर का अपर हाउस माना जाता है. इसके जो मेंबर्स होते हैं उन्हें MLC कहा जाता है और इनमें से कुछ मेंबर्स को जनता द्वारा चुना जाता है और कुछ इनके मेंबर्स के द्वारा ही चुना जाता है. Term. The term of Vidhan Parishad is of 6 years. The Vidhan Parishad is a permanent house and it can never be dissolved. Every second year, 1/3 of its member who complete their term retire. तो इनकी जो टर्म होता है वो 6 ईयर का होता है. ठीक है, 6 ईयर के बाद इनका दोबारा से क्या होता है, चुनाव होता है. इलेक्शन प्रोसीजर. The common people are involved in the election to the council by indirect means. Local authorities, teachers, graduates and MLAs are included in the electoral college for the council election. Each of these group makes up different council constituencies. 1/3 of the members of the legislative council is elected by people and another 1/3 is elected by the local government bodies. The graduate and teacher constituencies elect 1/12 each. The remaining seats are filled by people nominated by the governor. Usually renowned person from various fields are nominated to the council. अब इसका इलेक्शन जो प्रोसीजर होता है वो हम जान लेते हैं. जो कॉमन पीपल होते हैं वो इस इलेक्शन में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. इसमें आपके टीचर्स भी होते हैं, लोकल अथॉरिटीज़ भी होती है, ग्रेजुएट एंड MLAs वगैरह भी इंक्लूड होते हैं जो इलेक्शन काउंसिल के लिए क्या करते हैं, अपना नॉमिनेशन फिल करते हैं. Eligibility for members. A candidate contesting council elections of a state should fulfill the following conditions. The person should be a citizen of India. She should have her name on voters list of the state. The person should not be below 30 years of age. She should be mentally and financially sound, not bankrupt. अब बच्चों यहाँ पे एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया दे रखा है कि वो मेंबर्स जो होते हैं वो उनका क्या क्या क्राइटेरिया होना चाहिए, जैसे वो इंडिया का मेंबर होना चाहिए. इस तरह से यहाँ पे फॉलोइंग क्राइटेरिया हमें बताए हुए हैं. Presiding officer. The Legislative Council elects the chairperson and deputy chairperson for among themselves. They preside over the meetings of the house. अब यहाँ पे प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर जो होते हैं ये आपके चेयरमैन होते हैं और डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन होते हैं. स्टेट फंक्शनैलिटी. In India, we have adopted the same pattern of the government in the states as we have at central level. In class 6, you have read about local self-government in rural and urban areas. Let us now learn about the state government. The state executive. Governor, official head of state, chief minister, real head of state and council of ministers. तो बच्चों यहाँ पे हमें बताया गया है स्टेट फंक्शनरी के बारे में. यहाँ पे सबसे ऊपर स्टेट एग्जीक्यूटिव होता है, उसके नीचे गवर्नर होता है, उसके नीचे चीफ मिनिस्टर होता है. तो सबसे पहले हम जान लेते हैं गवर्नर के बारे में. गवर्नर. द गवर्नर इज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल और द नॉमिनल हेड ऑफ द स्टेट एग्जीक्यूटिव. she is appointed by the president and holds the office for a term of 5 years at the pleasure of the president. The governor is appointed by the president on advice of prime minister. The governor can be removed by the president at any time. The term can be extended as well. गवर्नर जो होता है वो प्रेसिडेंट के द्वारा चुना जाता है और ये 5 साल के लिए चुना जाता है, ठीक है, लेकिन इसे डिसॉल्व करने का हक जो है वो किसके पास है? प्रेसिडेंट के पास है. Qualification of the governor. To be a governor of a state, a person should have the following qualification. She should be a citizen of India. She should have the age of 35 years or above. He or she cannot be a member of parliament or state legislative or hold any salaried government post. तो बच्चों यहाँ पे हमें क्वालिफिकेशन बताई गई कि क्या क्या क्वालिफिकेशन होनी चाहिए गवर्नर की पोस्ट के लिए अप्लाई करने के लिए. Powers and functions of the governor. The power and function of the governor are similar to those of the president, but at state level. The governor appoints the leader of the majority party in the state legislative assembly as the chief minister. The governor appoints the other minister of the state council on the advice of the chief minister. The governor makes all the appointment to the high offices, including the chairman and members of the state public service commission and advocate general. The first session of the state legislature opens with the governor's address. He or she can also address the state legislature at any time or send written message to it. The governor has the power to summon and dissolve legislature assembly on the recommendation of the chief minister. The governor approves and signs all the bills passed by the state legislature and also has the authority to hold back a bill if needed and can send it for the president's consideration. On certain occasions, the governor issues order called ordinance when the state legislature is not in session. These are valid until 6 weeks after the next session of the state legislature. Without the prior approval of the governor, no money bill can be introduced in the assembly. The governor also has the power to grant pardon, suspend or reduce a sentence passed by the court under state law. As a discretionary power, when no signal party get a clear majority in the assembly, the governor can use discretion in appointing the chief minister. As a discriminatory power, the governor can recommend the precedent rule in the state in case when ruling government has lost majority. As a discretionary power, the governor can also make some decisions without consulting the council of ministers. तो बच्चों यहाँ पे गवर्नर के ड्यूटीज, उसके फंक्शंस के बारे में बताया गया है. गवर्नर के जो फंक्शंस होते हैं वो सिमिलर होते हैं टू द प्रेसिडेंट. जैसे प्रेसिडेंट के पास हक होता है किसी भी राज्य के, किसी भी स्टेट के जो उसकी पार्टी होती है उसको भंग करने का, सरकार को भंग करने का, इसी तरह से जो गवर्नर होता है वो भी अपने स्टेट के अंदर क्या कर सकता है, किसी भी पार्टी को, किसी भी लीडर को वो हटा सकता है. Now Chief Minister. The Chief Minister is the real head of the government at the state level. We have already studied about the election for MLAs. Political parties whose MLAs have won more than half the number of constituencies in a state can be said to be in a majority. So after the elections, the MLAs belonging to the majority party elect their leader who becomes the Chief Minister on the governor's invitation. The other parties form the opposition. If no party wins a clear majority, a coalition government is formed. In such a case, the leader of the largest coalition or single largest party is invited by the governor to form the state government. The governor appoints the leaders as the chief minister and the chief minister selects other people as ministers. The governor appoints the members of the council of the minister on the recommendation of the chief minister. The governor administers the oath to the office to the council of the minister before they enter the state legislature. तो बच्चों चीफ मिनिस्टर के बारे में जान लेते हैं. जब भी इलेक्शंस वगैरह होते हैं और किसी स्टेट में कोई पार्टी जीतती है तो वो पार्टी डिसाइड करती है कि उनके मेंबर्स में से वो किसको चीफ मिनिस्टर बनाना चाहते हैं. फिर चीफ मिनिस्टर को ओथ दी जाती है किसके द्वारा, गवर्नर के द्वारा, और चीफ मिनिस्टर डिसाइड करता है कि उसके मिनिस्टर्स में से किस किस को कौन सा डिपार्टमेंट प्रोवाइड करना है. Now, powers and functions of Chief Minister. The Chief Minister perform more or less the same function in a state as those performed by the Prime Minister at the center. The Chief Minister supervises the work of entire Council of Ministers. The Chief Minister distributes portfolios to the ministers of the State Council of Ministers. The Chief Minister can exclude or include anybody in the Council of Ministers. The Chief Minister preside over the meeting of the Cabinet and Council of Ministers and communities. All decisions taken to the Governor. The Chief Minister is responsible for the success or the failure of the government, as he is responsible to maintain good relation with central government. As the head of state legislature, he holds the responsibility for the government of a state. If a vote of no confidence is passed in the assembly, the entire ministry has to resign. अब चीफ मिनिस्टर के फंक्शंस और उसके पावर के बारे में जान लेते हैं। चीफ मिनिस्टर उसी तरह से वर्क करता है अपने स्टेट में जैसे प्राइम मिनिस्टर वर्क करता है सेंटर में। चीफ मिनिस्टर सुपरवाइज करता है एंटायर काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स को। साथ ही साथ चीफ मिनिस्टर जो होता है वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता है पोर्टफोलियोज टू मिनिस्टर ऑफ द स्टेट काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर। इस तरह से बाकी के जो काम है, जो फंक्शंस हैं, वो यहाँ पे मेंशन किए गए हैं कि चीफ मिनिस्टर क्या क्या काम करता है। Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers is the team of ministers who assist the Chief Minister in discharge of his or her duties. The total number of ministers, including Chief Minister, cannot be more than 15% of the total strength of Legislative Assembly. Members are chosen by Chief Minister from among the legislator. Their term is for 5 years. If these ministers are not the member of legislature, they must be selected within 6 months to legislature. There are 3 categories in the council: minister, cabinet minister, minister of state and deputy ministers. The council of ministers is collectively responsible to Vidhan Sabha. अब बच्चों council ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के बारे में जान लेते हैं। काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर जो होती है एक टीम होती है मिनिस्टर की जो कि चीफ मिनिस्टर को क्या करती है, असिस्ट करती है। ठीक है, कि कैसे स्टेट में किस तरह से काम करना है, किस तरह से बाकी के जो काम है जो उन्होंने वादे किए तो वो पूरे करने हैं। अब यहाँ पे 3 कैटेगरीज बताई गई है काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर की। एक होते हैं आपके कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर, दूसरे होते हैं आपके मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट एंड डिप्यूटी मिनिस्टर, और जो काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर होते हैं वो कलेक्टिवली रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है किसके थ्रू, विधानसभा के थ्रू। Powers and functions of Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers is the real executive of the state. Each department in the state government is headed by a cabinet minister or minister of state. A cabinet minister holds the overall charge of one or more portfolios and may be assisted by ministers of state and deputy ministers. The cabinet makes all the important decisions. It is the responsibility of Council of Ministers to maintain law and order and ensure security of life and property of the people in the state. The Council of Ministers introduce the majority of bills in the legislature. The Council of Ministers prepare the budget and decide the financial policy and the tax structure of the state. अब बच्चों पावर्स के बारे में जान लेते हैं। जो काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स होते हैं उनके पास क्या पावर्स होती है और क्या क्या उनके फंक्शंस होते हैं। ठीक है, ये काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर की ही रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है कि वो अपने स्टेट में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को सुचारू रूप से चलाएं। साथ ही साथ जो आपके काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर होते हैं वो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ बिल को लेजिस्लेटर को क्या करते हैं, इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं। ठीक है, extra shorts. The decisions taken by the chief minister and other ministers are debated in legislative assembly. This is because in a democracy all the government decision must be approved by the people, since the people cannot do this directly. So their representative in the legislative assembly approve or disapprove such decision after taking part in debate or the issues. तो बच्चों जो डिसीजंस होते हैं चीफ मिनिस्टर के द्वारा जो लिए जाते हैं या दूसरे मिनिस्टर्स के द्वारा जो लिए जाते हैं वो लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में ही पहले डिबेट किए जाते हैं कि उनको लागू करना है या नहीं करना। ठीक है, सिविल सर्विसेज. The decisions of the ministers are actually executed by the officers of the civil service. Only these run the administration at the state level. In the same way as it is at the center, some officers of the Indian Administrative Service IAS and Indian Police Service IPS are appointed at state level. The state's Public Service Commission PSC also selects a certain number of officials. Civil service in a state is headed by the chief secretary. Secretaries in charge the various department work under her or him. They are assisted by directors and deputy directors, deputy secretaries and under secretaries. The state is divided into administrative units called divisions, which are looked after by divisional commissioners. These in turn are divided into district administered by the district magistrate. तो बच्चों देखा आपने जो डिसीजंस वगैरह होते हैं मिनिस्टर के वो एक्चुअली एग्जीक्यूट किए जाते हैं बाय ऑफिसर्स ऑफ द सिविल सर्विस और ये रन करते हैं स्टेट लेवल के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को. इसी तरह से जो आईएएस होते हैं जो आईपीएस होते हैं वो भी अपॉइंट किए जाते हैं स्टेट लेवल पे ही. सिविल सर्विस जो होती है स्टेट लेवल पे वो हेड की जाती है चीफ सेक्रेटरी के ही थ्रू. Advocate General. An Advocate General is the official of each state who gives advice to executive on legal matters and perform other legal functions given by the governor. At the pleasure of governor, the Advocate General is appointed by the governor. Only a person qualified to be a High Court judge is eligible for the post, although the Advocate General has no right to vote, but she can take parts in the proceedings of the state legislature. For smooth working of these bodies, it is necessary that all citizens cooperate in the administrative process. तो जो बच्चों एडवोकेट जनरल होते हैं वो ऑफिसर कहलाते हैं हर किसी स्टेट के जो कि एडवाइस किए जाते हैं टू एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑन लीगल मैटर्स एंड क्या करते हैं अपनी ड्यूटीज़ को अपने फंक्शंस को परफॉर्म करते हैं जो कि उन्हें गवर्नर के द्वारा दिए जाते हैं. Functions of the state legislature. The legislature performs several functions. One of the most important functions of the legislature at the state level is to make laws on the subject that are not included in the state list. The legislature not only makes law but also can abolish laws that are outdated. The process of making and passing laws is called legislation. The house where this takes place is known as the legislature. Our representatives both at the center and the state, the MP, the MLC and MLAs are the people involved in the law making process. So they are called legislatures. Thus parliament enact the laws for the whole nation. Similarly, the laws applicable only in a particular state are enacted in legislature of that state. तो बच्चों जान लेते हैं स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर के फंक्शन के बारे में. जो लेजिस्लेचर होती है वो परफॉर्म करती है सेवरल फंक्शंस को. ठीक है, उसमें से मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन होता है कि कैसे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को आपको क्या करना है स्टेट में अप्लाई करना है और जो लॉज पुराने हो गए हैं आउटडेटेड हो गए हैं तो उनको भी कैसे रिन्यू करना है. हाउ आर लॉ मेड. The proposal to make the law is presented in the form of a bill in the legislature. A bill or the draft of the proposed law is introduced either in the legislative assembly or in the legislative council of the state. There are two types of bill, money bill and ordinary bills. In case of money bill, it can be introduced only in the legislative assembly. The bill is discussed and debated in 3 states. Then it is put to vote in respective houses. If the majority of the members present in the house vote for the bill, it is sent to the other houses. There also it goes through a similar process. When the bill is passed by both the houses, it is sent to the governor for his consent. It becomes a law after the governor's signature. अब बच्चों लॉज कैसे बनाए जाते हैं ये हम जान लेते हैं. जो प्रपोजल होता है किसी भी लॉ को बनाने का वो प्रेजेंट किया जाता है एक बिल के रूप में और ये लेजिस्लेचर में किया जाता है. अब आपके जो बिल होते हैं वो 2 टाइप के होते हैं. एक होता है आपका मनी बिल और दूसरा होता है आपका ऑर्डिनरी बिल. अब इनमें डिबेट चलती है, बहुत सारी डिबेट वगैरह चलती है कि ये ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए वैसे होना चाहिए. इसके बाद जो मेजॉरिटी होती है जिस बिल पे उस बिल को क्या किया जाता है पास किया जाता है. Keywords. Legislation, the process of making and passing laws. Constituency, a body of voters in a specific area who elects a representative to a legislative body. Majority, number of votes for one candidate in an election more than any other opposition, a rival political party including its members. Let's recapitulate. Legislature, having both the legislative assembly and the legislative council, are called bicameral, while those having only legislative assembly are called unicameral. The common people are only indirectly involved in the election of the council. The Vidhan Sabha is composed of representatives that are directly elected by the people. The laws applicable in a state are enacted in the legislative of that state. The governor, chief minister, council of ministers, civil servant and advocate general are some important government functionary at the state level. So children, I hope you understood the chapter very well. Now you can revise the chapter and practice the given exercise by yourself.